gentlemen, tells rebels. What happened last time? You guys went and got Taylor last time, and
by not getting to talk to her.
By not getting to talk to her yet. Well, you had to release her contract as a retainer from the Shadow Veils. We didn't really get into the technicalities of it, but
yeah. I had yet to meet her.
Well, that seems like a place as any to start. It's not all that long after you guys head back to the long roads that Taylor Lewin shows up. She is wearing that. Do you guys see her right under Silver Council members?
Yeah, can you blow her up so we can see her a little bit more clearly?
Yeah, I'll blow her up real quick.
She looks Asian.
Yeah, she is, whatever.
Are elves Asian?
She is half Tien, and half elf.
I thought she was half Jewish.
And she's wearing that hat.
Who wears that all the time?
Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Oh Christ.
What did you do?
Well, you know what? We're just gonna.
Do elves have ethnicities besides like drow and white?
Sure, but I couldn't tell you what they were.
I'm just curious.
We'll just pretend that they do.
It's like Drosian and like Drogonese.
It's like curious if they were like Asian elves.
Sure, they're totally. She shows up. She has a big set of ledgers, like tons of papers and stuff like that. And she just kind of greets Maggie and Gormy, but Lyra goes up to get her and shows her how to get into the wasp's nest and everything. She heads down and places some of that stuff kind of in like her own little corner, and then comes to meet with the rest of you guys, the Silver Council, as it were. She looks at you. She's not without a smile or a frown, but a very like business time look, and she just kind of says, "Hi, I'm Taylor." She smiles at Gondar, gives him kind of like a little bit of a grin. She says, "I'm glad to be back. Where do we start?"
Have you had connections with the Reynolds by any chance?
That's a fair question. Yeah, I know the Reynolds quite well. They're one of the bigger merchant houses in the city, so there are plenty of contracts that we move through. I'm going to be doing my best over the next couple of days to try and find a number of fronts, places where we can legally move in and out of the laws of the city and get some, we can launder some money, we can have a few safer places, options. I think that's what I'll be focusing on for the next couple of days, unless you have any other concerns about what I should or you would like me to be doing.
Not really, just interested in the Reynolds. I have a certain interest in them too.
Do you mind? She looks at you quizzically and says, "Do you mind indulging me? What interests do you have with the Reynolds?"
Well, I used to be a retainer of theirs until they kicked me out. Now I want revenge.
Oh, yeah, I know about you. Well, I don't know your name, but I remember when you came into Kintargo. It was a big thing. Everybody talked about that in the. Well, you understand. It's not every day that a Leonin pirate gets hired on as a guard for the Reynolds, huh?
Yeah, I guess not.
What have you been working on? What have you been working on specifically? Can you catch me up to speed?
Finding you, primarily.
Fair enough.
Like seriously, that's most of what we've done to foment this revolution.
I see.
You are to be but one of several associates. You are lucky number one.
I see. Well, I'm flattered that you came after me first. Tell me, are you going after Mateo and Vigo next? She says with a smirk.
Correct. We are going after Mr. Mortensen.
What? Oh, shut the fuck up.
But yes, we are going after
That
Vigo
was
and
the
Well,
plan.
the good news is,
Dude.
well, I don't know where Vigo is, but I know someone who does.
would
In
that be
fact,
Mateo?
No, actually. Mateo was one of the only people who knew that I started working for Elusive, to be honest. But, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that you don't know where he is.
Or who is Mateo? Or
Mateo.
Mateo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of hitched a ride and then we never saw him again.
Fair enough. Well, I suppose we should decide on who we want to target next.
I do
that'd be a
believe
good idea. You gotta start somewhere.
Who would you suggest?
So that's a tough question. She kind of like rubs the back of her head and says,
Does she use her left arm or her right arm?
her left arm. She's a southpaw. Yeah.
Okay. That will be important.
Yeah, write that down, enough.
I did. I wrote it down in my brain.
Beauregard is also left-handed, but Altanis is right-handed. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And one of his eyes is blue, and one of them is green.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
She says it depends a little bit on what you'd like to accomplish. I imagine for the organization. Vigo's a smart guy, but he's muscle, and Mateo is almost kind of the opposite of that. He's stealth, so I don't know how that factors into things.
We're not trying to be very open right now, right? So we probably want to go for stealth before we start to go for might.
Also, he has a boat.
She smirks and she says, "Yes, the Fortis. I know it well."
What's the name again? Fortis?
The Fortis.
What does that
Foreskin.
mean?
You can ask her if you want.
I am asking her.
She
what is
says,
that?
it's something of a long story, but I used to work on Mateo's boat before I started working for Gondor specifically, and well, we used to have another boat, a pirate ship, that was destroyed by Chelish pirate hunters down in the Shackles, and Mateo didn't want to be a pirate anymore. He wanted to be a smuggler like his family, and he wanted to get out of the, that game. So we got a new boat. We named it after a friend of ours who had unfortunately perished in the raid, Fortis, and he's been sailing that baby ever since.
Interesting.
You know where we can find them?
Yeah, they're down in Yolubilis Harbor. They have part of the reason that they're here in Kintargo is because Gondor owns a 50% stake in the boat, though I don't really know how that works legally with the recent unpleasantness. What it used to be was that the Black and Mateo had a partnership almost, and Mateo would go and we would do freelance missions and jobs in order to rack up cash. But if we were ever light on jobs or light on cash, we always had Gondor to fall back on to make sure that sailors got paid, which was always an important part of what Mateo was looking to do. She says, if anybody is going to know where Mateo is, it's pretty likely that the folks at his boat will know. So that would be the first place to head to figure out.
What type? What does the boat look like? Can you describe it?
It is it's a small boat. Most smuggling ships are. The most recognizable thing about it is that the sails are black. Well, a lot of smuggling ships have black sails so that when they're sailing at night, they can be a little bit stealthier than their.
Do you have any leads where someone would keep a smuggling boat? It can't just be in the open.
No, it is. I mean, just because it is a smuggling ship doesn't mean that the authorities raid it every other day. And Mateo tends to be smart enough to know how to offload and onload cargo without it being much of an issue. 9 times out of 10, if anybody shows up on the boat to try and investigate something, they wouldn't find anything more illegal than any other boat in the harbor.
Ah, gotcha.
She says, but otherwise, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna get to work. When you see Ralph, tell him I say hello.
And
Did you say Ralph?
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
who's
Bogart.
Ralph?
You know a guy named Ralph?
I think he's responding to that phone call, whatever it was.
Okay. Who's Ralph?
Ralph is the first mate of Mateo's boat. Ralph, Fortis, Mateo, and I all got shanghaied together down in the shackles, and we mutinied, took control of the boat. Mateo was captain, Ralph was first mate, and I was the ship's cook, of all things, though I eventually became a little bit more like its quartermaster as time went on. Fortis was the navigator, but like I said, he met an unfortunate end to the Chelish pirate hunting ship called the Scourge of Belial.
Scourge of Belial? Where's Belial? Or whatever the place is.
Belial is Belial is a archdevil in the Asmodean pantheon. Strangely enough, it was actually captained by Mateo's brother, Cassius Vasquez. He is
His name wasn't Potato?
no Cassius. Well, there's a lot of reasons why we left the shackles, but what Cassius did is a big one of them. Luckily, we were able to escape the holds of his ship before he was able to get us back here to be put on trial. But well, Mateo hasn't. There's a reason that Mateo didn't want to be a pirate anymore after Cassius took us in.
Huh. Wait, what time is it? Do you know, like, what time of day it would be?
It's like early evening.
How about we grab some dinner? You must be starving. Or hungry. I don't know about starving.
She says, sure. What is for eating? And you guys head upstairs. I'm sure you eat something delicious. Do you have any more questions for Taylor or anything like that?
No, I'm good.
I have a question for Gondar.
Sure.
Gondar, you promised me you'd explain while you were watching me grow up if I brought Taylor back. And that I have done.
Fair enough. I'm not normally a man of me word, but I think I'll make an exception and try and impersonate one for you today. Are you doing this in private? Or
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. He says, to be honest, the story is a little bit simpler than you might expect. Though I'll do well. To be honest, let's be honest. I'm going to explain as best I can. Your father, Den Ryan, and your mother, Kindris, were the talk of the town when you were, he says indelicately, conceived. Because you have to understand, Den Ryan's wife, Den Ryan has spent his whole life as a mundane doctor. He was healing people with the power of his alchemy, and he had always said, you don't need the divine. You know, you don't need Asmodeus in order to keep people alive. And when his wife fell ill, there was nothing that he could do to save her. Months and months, every potion he brewed, it meant nothing. And so, in a great humbling moment, I'm sure for him, he reached out to the only priest, the only cleric that wasn't affiliated with the Temple of Asmodeus, I imagine, your mother Kindris. Now, she had sworn off Calistria at the time, but most people knew that she still kept the divine magic that she always had. And the two of them tried to work together to save his wife, but unfortunately that wasn't something that was going to happen. And fortunately for you, I suppose, they decided to console one another immediately afterwards. But this is the kind of thing that will make the noble gossip go crazy. Everyone knew about it. Everyone was talking about it. It was the biggest scandal in all of Kintargo. And your father went to your cousin, Canton, and said, I want to stop this. I don't want this child to grow up, a child of scandal. I want you to adopt him into the family. And Canton agreed. But that's not a process that just happens overnight. You can't just be a noble and tell these people to change the records of a baby's birth. He had to have someone do that for him, someone who specialized in illegally altering records, so to speak. So Canton Joltero came to me. The thing that you need to know about that, though, is that me and Canton had been rivals to a certain extent for a long time. I had been always trying to take over or create, competition for the Joltero information network. So it was not insignificant for Canton to approach me at the time. And I have to say, I was perhaps being a little bit spiteful when he asked me what it would cost in order to change these records to make you. I told him I required a 20% stake in the information brokerage business that he had. And he surprised me. I mean, I was honestly giving him, I was just trying to brush him off. But he said yes, instantly. And, well, from there he and I worked together, and we did it all. We counted all of the talk, just made it out to be rumor that some other noble house had started, and we altered the records. We set you up with Cassius and Liana, and that's been that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your honesty. Did you just keep tabs on me as a matter of personal interest?
To be honest, I didn't keep much tabs on you at all. I just knew... The way I knew you were Altanis is just because Illyria and I are old friends, and so she just told me once a few years ago.
And
also just because I've been picking up a paycheck from your cousin for years. The last time I checked, which is maybe like a year and a half ago, I'd made 186,000 gold off of that agreement. So, if you ever want to know how much your legitimacy cost, it was that.
Huh.
Damn.
Good to know. Well, thank you, my friend. I will return to this other business we have set. Excuse me.
I just
set
want
ourselves
to.
to.
I just want to say, because I think that you should know this, as I asked Conson why he wanted to spend all of this money, all of this time on you. It's not like nobles didn't have bastards. It's not like bastards were strange. I'm sure you know that your nephew Rostin has, what, 3, 4 at this point? And so I asked Rostin, and he told me that he took counsel from Rostin. And he asked Rostin what he thought he would do. And Rostin said, why on earth would you legitimize this child for that much money? It's giving up so much to get so little. What is this child going to grow up and become, the savior of House Reynolds? Is he going to become, or House Geltaro? Is he going to become the smartest merchant of all time that's going to make millions upon millions of gold? Why would you waste all of these resources on him? And then Kant told me that it was that conversation that showed him how he was doing it backwards, because he was thinking exactly like Rostin. He was thinking about it in terms of what benefit does this have for me? Which is the opposite of the question, what benefit can I give to the child? And when he asked himself that, he said there was really nothing that he could think that he wouldn't give. So, I don't know what your relationship with your cousin is like. I don't know what he said when you went back to the Jaltaro estate, but like I said, I thought you should know.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I have a lot to ponder, but not much time. We have business to attend to.
Indeed. You guys go. You get dinner. It's delicious. It is. What is it? I don't even know. Trout.
Oh, I
Yeah.
had stuff for dinner.
It's fucking trout. Oh, good, dude. Trouterino.
Oh my god, fucking
Delicious.
lake trout? That shit's a
Uh,
big deal in Baltimore.
oh yeah, it is.
How much is dinner?
No, it's basically free because of who Lyra is. She just is like kind of feeding everybody out of pocket without too much trouble.
Speaking of Baltimore lake trout, my old roommate liked to point out that trout is a river fish, and so lake trout were some sort of abomination that they farmed to feed to people in shacks.
Fair
Wow.
enough.
Okay.
Because you guys got Taylor back with about half the week, you can, before the other week ends, you can do, whatever investigation shit you want to do into getting Mateo, but the two options you have right now are to go after Mateo or to go after Vigo. Those are the two, leads that you have, and so, you can kind of pick and choose between them. What do you guys want to focus on?
Seems like we were all on for sneaky sneak, so
Sniggity snacks.
yeah. I guess we're still on with Mateo. Is that?
Yeah.
I'm mixing the two up. Okay, good.
So, if you guys head down to the Fortis, which, like I said, is in Yolabilis, I'm going to change the music.
Oh my god, please be what I want it to be.
No,
Don't disappoint me, buddy.
I'm going to disappoint you. It's nothing special. Unless you want me to play the fucking, unless you want me to play the, what is this song?
You know
The
what
Krusty Krab song.
Oh, please do.
Okay, you've convinced me. Like I said before, the Fortis is a small ship. It's got 2 sails. It is, just tied up at a regular old dock. You actually see that there are a lot of boats that seem to be tied up at the docks, which might be something interesting to kind of follow up on to a certain extent. It doesn't look as busy as Yolubilis is more commonly thought to be. As you approach the Fortis, there's no gangplank or gangway, and you see
A bunch of pirates to fight?
no, 1 second, Jesus.
No combat yet.
No combat yet. Oh, there I go. I just have to be in the right layer. Okay. If you look down by the neutral characters between Clenched Jaw and Julia Bainalis, there is a black and white drawing of Ralph, the half-orc whaler with an harpoon in his hand. He's standing on the foredeck, and he's yelling at a bunch of these, sailors. A lot of them are shirtless in those, like, typical, like, sailory baggy pants. And Ralph screams out, and he's just saying, like, I know we've been docked for 3 weeks, but it doesn't matter! You need to clean this deck for me right now! And he's real mad about something. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I'm pretty scared of this Ralph guy. He's like loud and shit. Not really. I say we just go up and talk to him. And be like, sup, where's Mateo?
He is still screaming at the sailors, and he's like, the reason it's called a poop deck is because you spent so much time on it! And then, as soon as you hail him, he, like, looks over and he says, oh, what is this? Who are you, and what are you doing on my dock?
This is perfect music for Ralph, too. I fucking love this.
We come to bring greetings, and we're looking for someone.
Oh, are you looking for a fairy? Because I am not a fairy, and you should be on your way. I'm sure whoever you are looking for is not on my ship.
Taylor thinks that someone's on your ship.
He leans back and places his harpoon in front of him, before just kind of like leaning on that almost. And he says, oh, you know the great Taylor Lewin, mistress of the 7 seas, who left us in order to go be some kind of goldsmith plinking coppers together and try to make silvers. Tell me, what does the great half-elf with that stupid hat want with me now?
Die.
I think Ilgard might know what we want.
I say, my dear man, we are inquiring after your wayward captain, one Mateo Vasquez. It's Vasquez, right?
Yes. He says, I think I know who you are and who you speak for, and what took you so bloody long? I've been waiting to hear from you idiots for weeks. And then he looks down to some of the sailors that are hastily mopping, and he says, you shit stains! Someone extend the gangplank! Let these people on this boat say what to talk about your captain! So
I hope you're having fun right now.
I want you to know that this is 100% improvised. I didn't think about this, like, at all. I just kind of assumed that I would make it in the moment, and I'm really glad that I followed through.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
The shit stains grab the gangplank, and they extend it down, and Ralph comes down to meet you. He says, as you're walking on the ship, honestly, to be honest, I'm relieved that you're here, because we do know where our illustrious captain is, but we've been having a harder than usual time trying to get him back to his rightful place at that yonder forecastle. And he leads you into the captain's chamber of the ship. The captain chamber of Mateo's ship is awesome. There's like all of these models of like other ships and just like maps and shit everywhere. But it's pretty clear that nobody has been in or around here for a while. Ralph says, I haven't had much reason to come into the captain's chamber, but I assume that you've come with some kind of plan to get him out of his current predicament.
Wait, where did he say he is?
Not quite precisely, but we would be more than happy to help with that. Getting him out of whatever predicament he may be in would seem to align keenly with our goals.
Oh, my stars and garters, you don't even know where he is? Is that why you're here? Because Gondor can't be fucked to just use one of his divination spells to find Mateo.
I suppose. That is a good point. Did anybody ask Gondor why he couldn't just divine? Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, Ralph. You are quite wise.
I've been working with that great old bastard for long enough to know how, well, the mistakes that he makes. Whatever the case may be, I do know where Mateo is. We received this note not long after he went missing by going to get your master out of that prison.
I'm sorry. You know where who is?
Mateo.
Who?
Mateo.
I think you're saying that wrong.
Are you never?
For those of you who don't know, when I was playing Ralph back in the old Skull and Shackles campaign, Ralph would refuse to refer to Mateo by his name and would call him Mateo.
Wait, you did this campaign before?
Oh, not this campaign.
This is a reference to our short-lived Skull and Shackles campaign. We got one book deep. I was playing Mateo. Mark was playing Taylor. Mango was playing Ralph, and our friend Barry was playing Fortis.
Who was not a boat, but a character.
Not a boat at the time. Yeah, but he died, so now he's the boat. He didn't die. He actually didn't die in the game.
That was a fitting end for that for that fucking
that
pansy ass
shit character. He was such a little bitch.
Anyway, enough of the circle jerk. Back to.
He said. Ralph says. Me and me boys have done a little bit of reconnaissance on the place, but to be honest, we don't want to do anything crazy. And then on his map of Kintargo, he points out in the Red Roof districts, which is, if you look, the place, you see like R7 on the map, like R1, R2, R3, R4, R7. That whole section is Red Roof, and he's just pointing to a warehouse on the docks, or near the river.
Like, so R5 then?
It's not actually on the map because it's not on the map, but it's like here.
If you pinged, I didn't see anything.
Oh, sorry, I pinged right under R4. Ralph says he's being held in a warehouse by a gang known as the Red Jills. Have you heard of these folk?
Wait, the red what?
The Red Jills.
Jills.
I don't know what the fuck
okay.
Jills either.
I thought you said Jews.
So did I.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh boy.
So communist Jews, are they led by someone named Jeremy?
No. As far as I know, they're a tiefling gang that's popped up not all too recently. They've been working in Red Roof ever since the curfew got enacted. And as far as I hear things, they've been kidnapping folk left and right.
What are
why are they taking people?
Fuck if I know.
What are the exact contents of the ransom note?
He hands you the ransom note, and it literally is just a note with very scrawly handwriting that says, we have Captain Vasquez. You need 5,000 gold to get him back. Bring it to the location I just provided, that warehouse.
Sounds like we need to go rough up some hooligans.
Indeed it does. The problem is, this seems a little bit odd given what I've learned of the Red Jills in my investigations, which to be honest haven't been all that expansive because, well, I'm not a fucking cop. Anyway, the Red Jills seem to be kidnapping folk, but they don't ransom them. They kidnap them and they disappear. I don't know why Mateo is different. Perhaps he thinks he can get the money out of me. But whatever the case may be, Mateo is up for ransom, and the others kidnapped. I haven't been able to find ne'er a note, nor a hair on their heads.
Sounds like it's time to kill some tieflings.
Or it's time to find out someone's posing as this gang.
What sort of other people have disappeared?
Most of them are tieflings. Those are the folks that have been hit hardest by the curfew and the layoffs. A lot of tieflings were making their money on the docks, but now that the ships aren't going in and coming out, well, it's a lot harder to hire. It's a lot harder to be hired on when you're a tiefling than when you're a regular old normal folk.
What's a tiefling?
Tiefling are, like, demon spawn.
Like,
They've got,
happen
like,
when warlocks have kids.
Yeah. I think there's a tiefling on the list. Did I reveal Zia to you guys?
Well, she was sitting in the long roads, but didn't talk to her.
Oh yeah, looks. I don't think I put her on the thing. Second. But
they
yeah,
are humans with a touch of demon blood.
So then this gang is kind of racist? Is that also then kind of a thing?
I don't quite know if it's racism driving them or just desperation. I think Red Roof is well known as the district that most of the Tieflin folk keep to. So if they're gonna be kidnapping anybody, it's probably gonna end up being Tieflin.
Guess we should go investigate now.
Sounds good. Me and me boys are always eager to get our captain back, but we don't want to show up in any kind of force. What I've seen based on the warehouse that they have, it's pretty well guarded, with lots of people ready to fight. If we show up like a big, I don't fucking know, army, I imagine that they'll return the favor.
We probably don't want a big scrap. We're not trying to make ourselves known or popular right now.
I understand. Would you like me and the boys to follow along to a certain extent? I don't think they'd be unwilling to help out if things got rough.
Yeah, we always
appreciate
your support.
All right. Also, where the fuck are you based? I've been trying to find you for weeks, but I couldn't find hide nor hair of you.
I would tell him the name of the place if I remembered it, but I don't. So I tell him
the Long Road Coffee House.
Coffee house. Damn.
Oakley Doke, do you guys have any other questions for Ralph?
We ready to move out? I think I am.
We should start in the morning, or shall we go at night?
Ralph says, to be honest, I don't have a feeling one way or another. I leave that decision up to you folk.
Well, if we come I guess it's better just when would they be more prepared for us? During the night or during the day? And if they're just holding him hostage, it's probably 24-hour watch. Probably doesn't make any difference. But if we did it in the morning, we could go back and yell at Gondor.
Sooner the better, maybe, though. He might be in danger. But if we can sneak up on it, that might not be bad.
Okay. Yeah, let's go now.
Even though we totally just put this off for like a week in game time or something.
Even more of a reason to save him. Now.
So, shall we go at night or in the morning?
You guys could also head back to the coffee house and ask other people if you'd like more perspectives.
Yeah, we don't really know much about this group. Maybe someone else knows more about this gang. I mean, it would probably still be good to go tonight if no one tells us something problematic.
Also, if you have an, what was I gonna say? You can also spend some time, like, scouting shit out, with teams and stuff like that as part of rebellion actions.
Oh, we have a sneaky team yet?
Do you have a sneaky team yet? Yes, you totally do. I just can't remember, Well, they can secure the cache now. They can secure caches now.
Okay.
Or caches. I have no idea if that's the right way to pronounce it. Your team is, I think you have a team of outlaws or whatever. Oh yeah, you have a team of sneaks that can secure a cache, but you can upgrade them with the appropriate amount of gold in order to make shit happen.
So upgrading them requires an amount of gold and not like a level boost of our own.
It does. Let's look up the organization rules for it.
So do we have to upgrade them to get them to scout out the site?
I think they might have to be upgraded once in order to scout out the site. I'm just trying to find. Let's look up upgrade team. By spending the amount of gold pieces listed for an upgrade team's cost, you can upgrade a lower tier team to that new type of team. A single team can be upgraded only once per week, but you can upgrade as many teams as you can afford in gold and rebellion actions per week. So, to go from sneaks to thieves, you need 250 gold. Wait.
How much do we have?
This is
we only have like 100 something.
Oh, okay. So you know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different team that does this. Because what you can do is you can use
So
wait, I might have this wrong.
So outlaws don't scout?
What do outlaws
scout?
do? Maybe. Well, rebels go from reduced danger, which keeps the streets a little bit safer. I guess maybe it's advisors who scout because they have gather information. But that's kind of different. What am I thinking? Am I thinking covert action?
It's covert action?
Covert action is a little bit different than that. I guess I just mean gather information from street performers, which is really weird.
Okay. Could name a team of street performers.
Yeah. So you need a team of street performers. You need to recruit a team of street performers in order to gather information on the site specifically. Let's just say that.
Okay. As of right now, we have two kinds of groups: one being sneak thieves and one being.
You guys are in the process of recruiting peddlers, though. We haven't seen if it's been successful or not.
Oh, okay. So it's just that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's at like the end of the week that we find out.
Yeah, which is very soon. It's just basically how you guys want to handle it. Like how you guys want to move forward. We can just resolve it immediately after that.
I guess it's to a vote. Do we want to just storm this place now, or wait to see if we have peddlers to gather information?
I'm kind of fine with just moving forward.
I'm
a man of action.
You have what was his thinking saying? Do you guys want to go at night or during the day? Is what I mean.
Right.
We could ask Gondor about that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate that.
Also, when we get back, I asked Gondor why he didn't locate Mateo with a divination spell.
He just kind of says, to be honest, I wasn't thinking about it. I've been using most of my spells in order to try and locate the book.
Don't you care about this rebellion, Gondor?
Yes, I care about the rebellion. It's the reason that I'm trying to find the book.
I don't really say that.
When he says that, Beauregard's face falls, and he just kind of looks at him like, really? Really?
What? You didn't ask me to. If you wanted me to use divination magic like that, I would have been more than happy to cast the spell.
I will keep it in mind for future engagements.
Fair enough. Do you want me to scout it out now? Do you want me to start casting spells and wasting all of my spells to try and figure out whether or not it's going to be hard to storm a warehouse with a bunch of snot-nosed teenagers?
That would be much appreciated.
I think we'd like to just confirm that he's there and we're not wasting our time.
No, I understand. You're right. I'll cast the spells in the morning, and we'll move on from there.
Okay. It is much appreciated.
Okay, so we're gonna end this week. What did you guys do last week? I don't remember, so I'm going to open up the thing. Okay, so your pending actions were recruit supporters, recruit a team of peddlers. This was your strategist action, and secure cash. So let's go down one by one. First, the recruit supporters action, I believe, is a whoever wants to make one can make a loyalty check. Yes, make a loyalty check.
What's that, what's like the mod for that?
If you open up the rebellion sheet, you will see that the mod for that is +6.
Is there anything else that would be added to that?
I will do it.
Like based on
I'll do that. You guys want me to do it?
I have
do
all
it.
those. Yeah, I have all the stats appropriately added in there.
No, I wanted to do it.
Alright, fine, you can do it.
Okay.
Alright, that is a success. Then you can roll 2d6 plus... Okay, you can roll 2d6 plus 2. Alright, 8 supporters, boop-a-doo. wonder if that's enough to level you guys up. Oh shit! I also know. Wait, not see. God, jeez, this rebellion should just fucking. All right, let's just make sure we're doing this right. Okay, this stuff is all going to resolve first, so we'll get there in a minute. The support is increased by 8, which puts us at 22.
Also,
Which
the loyalty +3 is because we are focused on loyalty, and whoever is that position gets +3, I guess, right?
Yes. So with 22 supporters, wow, fucking really? With 22 supporters, you guys rank up to rank 4.
Okay.
Your rebellion actions stay at 2. Your max team stays at 2. You guys all get a gift of a potion, which we will handle in RP. And you also get a title. What is a title? Oh, you guys can gain alertness, deceitful, persuasive, or stealthy as a bonus feat. Right now.
Oh, as a
Yay.
group or individually?
Individually, each of you gets one of those 4 feats.
What do they do? Where is this listed?
They're on the PFSRD.
Yeah, it's Google them.
Wait, can you list out the 4?
You can gain one of alertness, deceitful, persuasive, or stealthy.
Here, I
Where are
copied
these
it.
particular ones explained again?
Just Google them. Google
Yeah.
Deceitful Pathfinder. See? Like that one.
Oh boy, guys. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That'll be so stealthy.
Yeah, I'm probably going with the stealthy one.
Okay.
Do I want to go with deceitful or persuasive?
What do you, would you like a positive connotation or a negative connotation?
I do believe Beauregard does not need any help with any disguise checks, so I will go with persuasive.
I'll be stealthy myself. I am a hunter after all.
Better get my shit together and be alert.
Does my bird get a bonus feat?
Your bird does not get a fucking bonus feat.
Fucking bullshit. I just like asking this. This is gonna be my charming trait of this game.
Good.
The charming one is the one that I always ask. Are they sexually attracted? By the way.
Yes, charming. That is the appropriate way to describe it. Well, I gotta get bonuses to bluff.
It means I'm hot.
Population.
Okay. That was easy.
Okay. Oh, you guys also have 3 actions because I forgot about the strategist action.
Right, yeah, I get. And whatever that third action we take is, we get a +2 on the roll. That.
Oakley dokley. The next thing that you guys had pending was recruiting your team. Let's see how that went. Recruit team. Let's look for the teams. Peddlers. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Somebody needs to make a security check. The security DC, or the security bonus right now is 5.
I'll do it. I am the partisan.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Bet. No.
You successfully have recruited a team of peddlers, but now we get to the fucking fun part. Team leaders. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to pull up 3. So somebody roll 3d6 for me.
Can we all roll a d6?
Yeah, three of you can individually roll a d6. All right,
I
4.
already did one accidentally. Yay!
6. Beauregard, re-roll that.
Why?
Because this is just me randomly determining which of the team leaders.
Oh.
There are 6 potential team leaders. Okay, so what did you guys roll?
4, 6, and...
Okay. These should be...
Did we recruit 3 teams?
Oh! Well,
So
there you
3.
go.
It was 3, 4, and 6, right?
3, 4, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the 3 team leaders. So Lyra shows up and she says, "Okay, I think I have everything I need. I've got I've got a bunch of people. I've got some hard workers, and I've found some people that I think would be great. They would be great team leaders. But I wanted your opinions on who we specifically pick up." So she kind of lays out these 3, more or less, almost like resumes. Out of character, how we proceed with this is kind of up to you guys. If you want to go hard on the RP for this stuff, that's fine. Otherwise, we can just kind of, look at the backstories, talk about it a little bit, and then move on, kind of thing. It's really up to you guys. But this is how teams will get recruited. You'll be presented with teams of 3, or with 3 team leaders, and you'll need to choose one of them. Once you choose the team leader, some information will be revealed to you, specifically alignment, class, race, all of that other kind of stuff. And something else you can do as part of a recruit team's action, you can nominate a person as a team leader, right? So you can say, "Hey, Lyra, I have a person who would make a great rebel. Team leader, her name is Laura Light Reynolds. Go do that."
I nominate Ralph.
Ralph.
Not eligible for this.
We'll deal with that when we'll deal with that later.
Okay.
It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that he's one of the 2 bonus teams available this book.
For whatever reason, I thought that was going to be like, he's going to die in the fight, and you're going to be sad. Fuck you, Mango.
No. I do plan on killing people to make you sad, but Ralph is not on that short term.
Yar.
Anyway, you guys take a minute
What
to
type
look
of team
through.
is this again?
This is for peddlers. You have Wes Grayson, Danarath Lithernorn, and Chesadrill Odranata. You guys can see
I
their
would like to
bios,
note-
right?
Yeah. The bios are
I would like to note that Danarath is a librarian and knows a lot about spellbooks, which may or may not be relevant to whatever the fuck Gondor does. I don't know if something aside like that would even be potentially advantageous, but...
Well, right now we're doing peddlers, right?
Yeah,
Team of peddlers.
a team of peddlers.
Yeah, so we want gold. That's what we're doing here. So who will get us gold?
Probably the merchant.
Yeah. She makes spells, he sells firearms, and she sells random crap.
And she's black.
Ooh, diversity, that's good.
Says
Also-
who?
And then there's the white guy that that was a police officer that probably killed a small black child or something.
Drow lives matter.
Isn't that kind of his backstory?
That is why I said that.
Drow lives
That's
matter.
what I said.
Drow lives matter.
Yeah, he killed an innocent suspect and was exiled.
Got it. He's a bad cop. He killed a small.
Not all
really-
not all shield marshals.
Not all shield marshals.
I mean, let's be real though. He was a cop that's now a merchant. I don't really trust that as much. As say someone who like makes a living off their spells.
I don't trust Drow.
Could just go with the librarian. Never go wrong with the librarian.
I too favor the librarian.
I just don't like Wes Grayson, so we can totally go with the librarian.
Huinak, what does Rakax think?
He's already from the jungle, so
What?
it's not important.
Fair enough.
I have a question. Is there like quote unquote a right choice, or is it all mainly just flavor?
Honestly,
Or, like,
it's
the
all
heavy
flavor.
people.
I toyed with adding mechanics underneath, and I think maybe I could be persuaded to do that. Like, if you guys want me to, I can do that. Where
Nah,
these guys
I'm
kind of
leaning
have
more
like hidden
towards just
passives. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
honestly, it's more about flavor. It's more about who you want on the Silver Council to talk with you about team stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
would you rather have Danarath to to explain and to help you with some arcane spell stuff, or would you rather have Wes Grayson, who's kind of his own kind of like badassness, as a team leader to black you up?
Black you up.
Yeah, he's got to black you up. But that's really dangerous with him because he's a cop and he kills.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
His name is Wesley Snipes Grayson.
Wes
Grayson-
Grayson-
jail?
Yeah, his nickname is Wesley quote Snipes Grayson because he's so good with a gun.
Yeah, because he's so good with a gun. Well, Wes Grayson is actually I made that character for Mark's game in what is that? Do you remember his Rise of the Rune Lords game? Do you remember when I was going to join that before it fell apart?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my character. Was Wes Grayson?
Was the combination of the Flash and Robin?
What? The Flash name isn't Wes.
Isn't one of them named Wes?
Well, Wally West.
Wally West. That's what I was thinking
his
of.
It's his last name.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, Grayson is actually specifically a Robin reference. That's where I pulled that. It's not really a reference. It's where I pulled that from.
Yeah.
So does Enoch have a vote? I guess Chuck votes is passing. I think we actually have 3 for the librarian though. So I'm not trying to say people's votes don't matter, but their votes don't matter.
I trust that
We have
since
2 votes for librarian and 1 against Wes Grayson.
and one against the Drow.
And 1 against the Drow, right?
Anyway, given
Who's
that
against the Drow?
I am.
The
Beauregard is.
NPCs that are part of this council, Lyra likes Danarath, Gondor kind of likes Wes Grayson, and Taylor likes Chesadrill. So they're split actually evenly.
Okay.
Given that Sir Alaric wanted to elect me to be supreme leader of this rebellion, I assume he would side with me.
Oh yeah, let's just pretend that Sir Alaric is on some mission for Gondor, so that's why he's not
I
here.
don't think that's how it works, Beauregard. I think we're all equals here.
You have a point, but you
But I'll
can't
side
fault
with
me
you.
for trying.
Like you just like we're cocks to have.
Yo, Enoch, are you actually here right now?
Sorry, I was being fresh.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thought you
I'm
might
back,
be.
sorry.
Okay.
We're voting on who we want as our team leader. It's mainly for flavor reasons, or who we like flavorfully.
So it's out of the 3 people?
Yeah. that are on your screen.
So they're currently plus.
Who's the guy? Sorry, I
So-
have to exit out of it.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, it's West, Chesadrill, and Danarath. I guess we're doing
Danarath,
this
yeah.
pop-up again. Oh, okay.
By the way, whenever you recruit traders from now on, Danarath, so let's say you recruit Danarath. Whenever you recruit traders from now on, Chesadrill and Wes will always be a part of. You can always choose those guys. Like you know who they are now, and can always.
Group is for what again?
For
Gotcha.
peddlers, for merchants.
I will vote for Chesadrill.
Of course you would.
Okay,
Stupid
so we have
lion,
a.
man.
All right, so it sounds
we
like the
currently have-
majority is for Danarath, right?
sounds good.
Yes,
Okay.
because we have 0 for Chesadrill, -1 for Wes, and 2 for Danarath.
Negative, or yeah, 0 for Chesterfield. You're right. You did the
So why
math.
is 0 for Chesadrill?
Because there was a minus vote for her.
You can do that.
Apparently, you can either vote for or against.
Oh, I did both. I'll withdraw my negative vote for Chesterfield then.
Okay, then it's
It's
1
still 0.
-1 and 2.
We still
And
win.
a pass.
Okay, so I'm adding I'm adding Danarath to the Silver Ravens team leaders. You guys now have a second team of peddlers. Danarath is a lawful good female human arcanist. That's her classes. She is led in by Lyra to the wasp's nest, and she's like you can tell that she's just like she's very inquisitive about everything. It's like she's sizing the whole place up as she's walking through and trying to figure out everything. She arrives at the table and stands straight as an arrow with like perfect posture, waiting to be addressed.
Well, hello.
Wow.
Is that what her cat says?
No, just kidding.
Pretty smooth cat.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says, "How you doing?"
How you doing, man?
That's not what I was going for, but okay.
I like that change.
She says, "Well, I'm happy to be a part of this. I've spoken with Lyra, and I think that House Thrun is pretty bad for what I want to see in Kintargo. So that's why I'm here. I can get to work as soon as you need me. Don't hesitate to
We need
ask me anything."
you now.
Okay. All right, so that has been successful. Let's look. What's the last action? Secure cash. Cool, wonderful. Yeah, you guys want to secure cash? You're securing a cash in the hideout.
Is this our third action?
This is your third action. You're securing cash in the hideout. Let's look it up.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, a minor cache is can be worth no more than 900 GP, and you get to choose now basically what you want to include on that cache. You have 100 gold to spend from the treasury on this stuff. Also, Taylor brings with her a gift of 500 gold from her own pocket. So your treasury is 600 gold to buy stuff for your cash. What would you like to buy?
So that's like the max amount, or that's how much we can
The max
spend
amount is
up to?
900. 600 gold is the amount that you have in your treasury at the current time.
Do we want to spend all that, though?
Well, what's our minimum? Like, now that we're level 4, what's the minimum we're supposed to have?
40.
40? Oh, okay.
We should
So
level
you can
up a
spend
group.
560.
We should level up a team.
If you would like to level up a team, I believe it is 50 gold to level up peddlers to merchants. The increased merchant When you get merchants, their ability becomes refresh marketplace, which allows them to move magic items through the market of Kintargo. And when you level up sneaks, what do you get? You get thieves, where you can activate a safe house. Oh, by the way, we have to resolve that too. I forgot.
Resolve what?
If you remember at the end of last session, Aluria said that she would activate a permanent safe house for you guys wherever you wanted in the city. Well, like whatever district. You guys have to just choose what district you want the safe house to be in.
Oh, what district? Okay.
I was gonna vote for her district, the R1. Because she might be able to do that, and it might otherwise be challenging to have a safe house there. But anyways, as far as items go, do we want like a bunch of potions of like cure moderate wounds and like remove poison and stuff?
It's like an all-around.
Yeah, let's look up potion costs. Those two specifically might be a little bit expensive just for your budget right now, but
Nah, so maybe like light wounds. I just said moderate because I was like, whatever, we'll splurge.
What'd I miss?
we're just figuring out what you guys want to put in your
broke.
cash.
Erve, I mean, not Erve. Who are you in this? Jimmy spent all the money.
Yeah, so it costs 50 gold for a potion of cure light wounds.
Yeah, and 300 for the next level of potion.
Yeah, wow, that seems really expensive.
I know, right?
We get a free potion, right?
Yeah, your free potion is going to be part of RP. Actually.
Oh, okay.
That'll happen soonish.
I would also like to note that we still haven't done non-RP.
Yeah, to be honest, this is a little bit. I was kind of stalling for Chucklos, but at this point it looks like he might not make it anyway, so.
I'll see. As far as the potions we can afford, the ones that seem good are Cure Light Wounds. Oh my god, Shillelagh? Maybe.
That would typically be an oil, but it's the same thing functionally.
Gotcha. Bark Skin's probably good. Bear's Endurance. Full Strength.
So fucking
Oh,
Lily.
no, those are next level.
Plebe.
So it's probably just like a bunch of Cure Light Wound potions. We could do Remove Fear or something like that. Endure Elements.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a huge investment.
So there's like 5 of us, right?
Mhm.
So, like maybe 5 Cure Light Wounds potions.
That'd be
You guys
250
can
gold.
just Google.
I mean, that's something. Yeah.
All right. You have 1 cash. I am adding it to the.
Map.
I'm adding it to the rebellion sheet. You can also, something else you can do as part of is you can like move caches around. So you can take this cache from your rebellion outpost and stash it with like another secure cache action, and you can stash it in the warehouse if you want. Like that's totally an option. If you don't have the cash to buy, if the gold, I should say, to buy something new.
Well, it might be kind of a neat idea is to find tiny little symbols to put on the map and make a key. Because it sounds like we'll have like safe houses and caches.
That is a
and
good
stuff, so
plan.
it might be a cool thing to do. Maps are sweet. Legends are sweet.
Also, you guys have to roll a check for this. Now that I remember.
Check for what? Didn't we just do that?
Oh,
no,
you actually might not need to, just because you own this building. Looks like the DC is based on...
Haha, we thought ahead to this. This was intentional.
Yeah, this is fine. You basically, but right now this action was just your guys going out to a marketplace and buying a bunch of potions, which is totally cool. Okay, those are the actions for this week. Next
Do we
week,
want to do the safe house thing?
Oh yes, let's do the safe house thing.
Oh, geez.
Taylor says, by the way, I can let Illyria know where you guys want your safe house. It's just a matter of choosing a district in the city in order to set it up.
So, as a question, can people normally get into the G district, or is that like a restriction?
Yeah, G would be the only district that you guys could not secure a safe house in, just because it's all noble estates.
Yeah, but couldn't Illyria do that? But I guess there's just nowhere to put it.
Yeah, there would just be nowhere to put it.
Unless it's on her property.
She probably wouldn't be so keen.
Yeah.
Fine. Maybe by the bridge or something like that. That's Y6 might be a good location.
Yolubilis.
We-
R is Red Roof. T is the Temple District.
I imagine a lot of our territorial acquisitions should be branching out from our base, which is V4. So going
your
towards
base
Y
is,
and securing that might be potentially useful.
definitely.
Or Y5 or something. Because the bridge is like, I guess, that's like a marketplace, I believe you said. And I know I can look it up on the map. But having a safe house that's like near the water could potentially be useful, and a safe house that's like at a key like traveling area makes it easy to get to. So I like by the bridge, but I don't want to make all these decisions for us in regards to everything. I'm just a humble hunter.
Okay, humble hunter.
Okay. Lyra thinks that you guys should open up a second safe house in Old Town, which is down over by the O's, just because it's on like the exact opposite side of the map.
That's fair.
And there's a lot of stuff to be happening there. Goddard thinks you guys should open a safe house in what is this place called? Now that I remember it, Jarvis End, because having a safe house closer to Barzilai Thrun allows you to more efficiently monitor his actions. And Taylor agrees with you, Ereve, that the safe house should be in Y.
Who's Ereve?
I'm not Ereve.
I mean, sorry. We're in that it should be in the Yolubilis Harbor, because that makes it easier for her to do her merchant stuff if she has a base down there.
I think we've got a better plan than that. We establish a second safe house in the Red Top District. Then,
Or in Red Roof?
Red Roof. Then slowly but surely we acquire influence. We eventually recruit the Red Jills to our cause, obviating the need to defeat them in combat, and thus get Mateo back.
Oh wait, and then we can maintain pure RP.
The RP only streak.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I'm mostly joking about that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wasn't
But only
sure.
mostly. A little bit of truth in there.
So where do what
I'll
do you guys
stick with
vote?
what I was suggesting.
What?
Just because I suggested it. I mean, we should all just vote.
Right now
I'll
there are
vote
two votes
myself.
for that. There are two votes for Yolubilis.
Yeah,
I vote for Old
I
Town.
high five Taylor.
Beauregard votes for Old Town. He sees the wisdom in Lyra. I can never remember. her name. Lyra. In Lyra's plan.
Oh, also because your team members are here. Dana Rath agrees with Taylor because she's a merchant, and Morgar Manthai agrees with Gunder that focusing on keeping eyes on Bart Slytherin is a good idea and wants it in Jarvis End.
So basically, they cancel each other out.
More or less.
Well,
I think I'll vote for
So there's 3
Taylor.
for Y, 2 for O, and 2 for J or whatever.
Yeah.
So now we have 4 for Y. Haha.
there's also 09, which is Ulmer Smithy, which is right next to the J district. Just trying to think if there's a way to
Marry those two options.
marry those two options.
Taylor doesn't remember the specific places that are owned by the Shadow Veils in those two districts.
Okay. That doesn't.
I propose we vote so we can move on to other
just move
tasks,
on.
if you
Okay.
haven't already. Which I don't know if everyone has. I haven't paid attention.
I mean, I vote for old Kintargo. I vote.
All right,
Wait,
3
what's
for
it?
3.
Old Kintargo?
Old Kintargo is down in the left. It's just being as far away from the Long Roads coffee house as possible increases the kind of like it increases the spread of the organization. So I think you're the deciding you're the deciding vote, Enoch.
Wait, I thought
it's
I
four.
voted for the docs already.
Oh, you voted for the doc?
Yeah.
So then it's the docs, right? Am I counting those votes correctly?
That sounds about
So
right
it's
to me.
me,
Yeah.
Enoch, Taylor, and Dinar, new person.
Dana Rath. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, no, it's the docs.
Taylor says, I'll let Illuria know and we'll set it up as soon as possible. To be honest, odds are it'll just be clinch jaws. Though I've heard some recent news out of there that we should probably look up when we get a chance. But let's move forward. What else happens? Boo, 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 do, 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 do. You guys lose some supporters. 'Cause that's the first thing. So somebody roll a DC, a loyalty check. Somebody roll a loyalty check. Loyalty right now, I think it's +7.
Where's it 7? Wasn't it just,
Because you leveled up.
Oh.
Or you ranked up in the
Oh.
organization.
I will roll the loyalty check. Fantastic.
Wonderful. You roll a D6 with that, because this is going to be the number of supporters you lose.
Oh boy.
By attrition. A plus. -6.
Can I use inspiration? No, that
No,
would be bad.
no,
that would be bad. That would make
That
me
would
go
be
through
really
more.
You guys are not at notoriety.
Do we
Treasury
level
is at
down
its
since we
minute-
lost
no.
people?
You always
No,
are at
you
your
only
maximum
level up.
range, even
Okay.
if you rank down. Increase range. You guys want to do any deposits or withdrawals?
do I have any gold to deposit?
No, you guys haven't gotten much gold, to be honest.
I mean,
Okay.
killers is really what we got. So
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What rebellion actions do you want to take now? You have 3 total rebellion actions
Isn't it 4?
on the table. No, you only
Oh
have
no,
3 right now.
the number didn't increase. I misread
Yeah,
that.
that number did not increase.
So we can get one extra team now, because we're at 4. So, maybe one thing we do is recruit another team.
okay.
And then we can probably just get more followers. Can we do, like, the same action twice, also?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
So
so
I don't
maybe...
think you get. I think you only get Lyra's bonus on one of them.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. We should probably just do the exact same thing before. We have room for one more team, so might as well get one more team.
Okay.
And then we want money and followers, so we probably just try and get money and followers with the other 2.
Okay. Okay, so recruit supporters, recruit team. What kind of team do you guys want?
What type of team don't we have? We should probably like.
You do not have rebels, and you do not have advisors.
What was the first one we don't have? Oh, rebels.
Yeah, rebels are the.
I like advisors because they sound bardish, and I like bards.
They are bardish. That's true.
I'm picking this for no particular reason. If anyone has an opinion,
No, I'm just like looking up team stuff. Know what we would get out of getting advisors.
Lots of advice.
Oh well, I mean the advisors would be the ones who would gather information for.
That's true.
I mean, that's already something we wanted. And I'm not sure if I'm really into big bad fighters yet. Yeah, I go with advisors too.
That's good. Recruiting advisors. All right. The last thing is an event that I know what happens. You guys hear that Barzillai Thrun is about to make his first public address to Kintargo. He is going to be in the Cathedral of Asmodeus this weekend for service, for like mass, and he is going to introduce himself and the other members of his cabinet to the city at large. That's what Lyra informs you guys of this. You know, she's heard it all upstairs. Everybody is abuzz. The important thing that is going to happen as part of this is that he's going to accept questions from like people, right? That are going to be people are going to be able to come up and ask questions publicly in this forum to him or any of the other advisors that he's going to be introducing, and that is an opportunity. What do you guys want to do about that?
I asked the group what would we want to ask if we could plant questions or something.
Morgar says it shouldn't be tough to plant questions. I don't think it would be smart for you to ask them, but if you were to have me and my team, if you gave like questions that you wanted to ask to me and my team, we could ask them for you to keep our notoriety down.
Who's speaking right now?
Morgar Manthai.
That does sound like a good idea, but what will we ask?
That is the important question. What questions do you have?
What does Gander think?
He says, to be honest, I don't quite know what I would ask for Barzillai Thrun right now.
I don't have any ideas though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you try and pigeonhole him into seeming like he's a bad guy, but I don't know if that would just be too much notoriety, or how we would even go about doing that.
That would definitely get notoriety for the organization, but I also think that it has the potential benefit of rewarding us with some supporters. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
I mean, it seems like we would use the opportunity to bring up all the things that the city is already upset about, just to further upset them. Like the fact that no one can leave or enter the city.
True enough.
When can we leave the city could be a question.
Okay, Morgar writes that down. You guys have, Morgar's team is 5 people, him and 4 others, so he says, that will be one of the first questions I ask.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. How about we go and find the Mateo?
Well, don't we? Or we're just going to give up figuring out more
I
questions?
feel like we need at least one more question. Like, they can have up to 5, but I don't know if they'd all get a chance to ask anyways. I don't know how that would work, but I feel like we should have more than one.
I'm sorry, I missed the last couple minutes. What questions are we trying to...
So basically, Barzillai Thrun is introducing himself to the city at a mass at the Cathedral of Asmodeus, right? He's going to be introducing himself to the city and also introducing everybody that sits on his cabinet. And so you guys are going to plant, and he's also taking questions from the crowd. You guys are going to plant Morgar Manthai's team, and his team are going to ask 5 questions for, like, on behalf of, like, you guys to accomplish certain goals. Something that has already been brought up is if you rile up the crowd, you'll increase your notoriety, but also increase your supporters.
We could ask him what sort of leadership experience he has, what makes him qualified, since he came from like a faraway area.
Yeah, we'll make you
question
qualified to be in
numero
a city
dos.
you've never been to.
Okay. What would you just like to like term that? I guess I don't know. What is your leadership
What's your
experience?
resume, yo? Let us see your resume.
Yeah.
Better have those resume builders on there.
We should ask like obnoxiously leading questions like, will you stop murdering people in the streets?
No, that's probably fine.
Those are totally on the table.
If we think that our team won't get killed if they ask that. What happened to the previous mayor? Do people know that?
It's all rumor at this point for what happened to the previous mayor.
Okay, so we should ask what
we'll see.
happened to Julia, or whatever her name is. Julia? I don't know.
Julia, yeah.
I'd propose that as like question 3-ish.
Oh, I have one. Order of the Horn is. Do we know if like he's brought other?
Tonrik will be there, and you can ask Tonrik a question too. Like you don't just have to ask Barzilai. You could ask Tonrik, Baron, or Korenstian Grivner, who is the arch cleric, the high cleric of.
Yeah, I just want to find out if like Run Barzilai, whatever, he brought in people like his goons from out of town.
Like
I said ask Tonrik. Tonrik, how do you feel about sharing power with the second group? I feel like that would get the Asker killed, but
I feel like you could ask it in a little bit of a better way, something like this, a very like snide diplomatic kind of like is
You
the need for
handle
two
this yourself?
something like that like are two separate police forces really necessary in this town or something like
yeah, but like we don't know, like,
something
we really
something very very pointed like what failing of Tonrik led you to instate your own police force, Barzilai?
Wait, do they have? Does Barzilai have his own police force?
It's something like
Barzilai has authorized the deputization of ordinary citizens in what's called the Chelish Citizens Group, which is a little bit like it's kind of like Hitler's neighborhood watch, like if that makes sense.
The Hitler Boy Scouts?
Hitler Youth.
Or maybe it's a little bit like the old KKK in like the old South, kind of like doing that, like everybody in the community gets together and does vigilante justice kind of thing. It's a lot like that, but it's sanctioned by the government in what's called the Chelish Citizens Group.
Wow.
All right, so how do you want to phrase this question to Tonrik?
My guess is, Tonrik, why do you think Barzilai threw in? Do you think? I don't actually know how I would word it. Like, why do you think it's necessary to have like this vigilante group, like deputization? Are you not enough to protect Cantargo?
Okay. You guys have one more question.
Do we? What's the impact of like asking 4 questions?
Oh my god! Will he be mad if I
Nothing.
run up and say like, "Can I close the lower line Reynolds in front of Barzilai Thrune"?
I
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. Yeah, I mean, if you only have 4 questions, that's fine.
We could ask something very very pointed like, when will you leave?
Oh, an ally has been slain.
Do you want that to be your 5th question?
I'm okay with that. If everybody else is, I'm not gonna.
I don't want to risk knowing
Yeah,
people.
I can't.
Your 5 questions right now are: when can people leave the city? What happened to Jaina Bilius? What are your qualifications as a leader? To Tonrik, why do you need the support of the Chelish Citizens Group? Are you not enough to protect Kintargo? And when will you leave?
I think the fifth one might get a person killed.
Yeah, I don't like the.
I don't know if it gets him killed. Is he supposed to be temporary or supposed to be long term?
What?
I don't
Barzillai.
think he's given any.
Barzillai is a permanent fixture. He has, however, he did tell you during the protest, however, that the proclamations he's issued, including the curfew, martial law stuff, are temporary measures to curb criminal behavior.
Or we could ask him, when do you think that you'll be finished cleaning up the city? Since apparently that's what he's going to do. Maybe that's like similar to that. I guess it kind of overlaps with the first question a lot, though. So.
Sure. I kind of want to
Stick it to him a
I
little
kind
bit
of
more.
want to have something that I can stick in him like a knife.
What about actual
You
knife?
can roll a knowledge history or knowledge nobility.
Oof. Oh, what knowledges? Haha.
If you want, you can try and dig up something, you know what I mean, dig up some dirt on, his past or whatever to maybe try and, hit him with, a personal question or, a personal attack.
That's a 34 nobility.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What don't we know?
Okay, so this is actually... So, Barzillai Thrune is the cousin of Abigail Thrune. Man, what do I want to reveal to you guys? So he's literally the cousin of the Queen of Kintargo. But Barzillai actually spent most of his time outside of Kintargo. He was, like he said in the protest, he was in Galt, he was in Sargava. He has just been all over the world, and so it kind of begs a question, right? What is the cousin of the Queen, one of the highest ranked people in House Thrune, doing globe-trotting across the world instead of being in Igorian and working as a high-ranking member of the family? What would be expected? It's very unexpected that he would be out in the world as much as he was.
We could say something like kind of take it from the opposite direction. Something like, what did you do that Abigail had to leash you here?
Fair enough.
Oh.
Is that what you guys want to do?
That sounds nice.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
This is an aside that has nothing to do with this, but I just remembered it now. So apparently, I forgot what's it called. Humble Bundles has a Pathfinder one, which includes the first part of this adventure path.
Yeah,
and a bunch of other base things. I just thought that was neat. Anyways.
Okay. Now that we
Don't
have
read it if
all
you buy it, Jimmy.
now that we have all that done,
What's that? It's only $1.
Don't read the adventure path if you buy it.
Oh, obviously not.
let's
Also, reading, what do I look like?
So Gondor tells you guys that he has confirmed Mateo is in fact in the warehouse that you identified. On top of that, he said that the warehouse is full of just tiefling thugs. Some of them are dagger wielders, but a lot of them are just have crossbows. They seem a very archery focused group of individuals, along with Mateo. Imprisoned in the back of the warehouse were 3 other tiefling women. Gunner also reveals that he totally understands how this all happened because the warehouse used to be owned by him. And if you remember before, he said that he told Mateo to go get, like a cache of supplies from a safe house. This warehouse is the safe house he was referring to, but it looks as though Mateo just walked into a trap and was taken prisoner by these guys. Additionally, Lyra informs you that you guys remember there was that gnome upstairs in the coffee house in the corner with all the potions.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra informs you that his name is Newt, and that he is a potions peddler and has been a potions peddler for a long time in her coffee house. And he is looking, and he wants to give the group, each of you, a free potion. In order to just kind of entice you to buy potions from him. And he said that he's more than willing to brew whatever potion you ask of him. Which in game terms is any level 1 or 2, 0, 1 or 2, I suppose, potion that you ask.
I'll ask for cure moderate wounds, I guess. I like to just get the emergency ones, like healing.
Sounds good.
That's basically worth 300 gold. I've now learned. Bark skin's also pretty sweet, though.
Protection from is protection from arrows a level 2 spell?
Yeah,
I will
seems like
protect
it.
from arrows.
Oh, that is a potion.
Just because you guys did learn about.
Yeah, about Mateo.
Yeah, that's a level 2 spell. You guys could grab that.
All right. Potion of protection from arrows, right?
Okay, so Rakax is getting a potion of protection from arrows. Weirin, what did you want?
Who are you asking right now?
You.
Oh, me? I'll get moderate wounds.
Okay, cure moderate
Get some
wounds. What
emergency
would you
healing.
like, Marigrug?
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with cure moderate wounds too.
Okay, and then Beauregard, what potion would you like?
This is our rank up potion, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with yeah, I got a potion of vanish.
Let me look it up. I mean, probably if it's a level 2 spell, I imagine. It's a level 1 spell. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can get a potion of vanish.
Can I get it? Can I get it as like from like a level 2 caster?
Yeah. He's actually higher level than that. It would be level 3.
Well, okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I want it cast at the highest level possible for it. That you will let me get it at. So 3 rounds, a 3-round vanish potion.
Though to be honest, you could just get a potion of invisibility at that point.
Oh, is invisibility that low? I thought it was.
Yeah, it's level 2.
Oh wow,
Yes.
I thought it was level 3.
Yeah, I thought it was level 3 too, but I just looked it up. So.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, so mark those down. I'll let Chuck those specifically. You guys go up to Newt upstairs in the long roads. I guess I'll move our map because we've been on this one for forever. You guys move up to and Newt has your potions, and he's smiling. He's smiling widely, but it really just kind of looks like a weird grin. He's got these like weird buck fucking teeth. He's a weird-looking guy. This is what Newt looks like. And he says, "Welcome, my friends. I'm the Newt, and I'm so glad that you've come to get potions from me."
Is this the guy in the lower right-hand corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says, "I hope that these potions are the first of many to come. Please feel free to come back at any time in order to request more potions. And if I do say so myself, I have some less savory drinks at my disposal."
I require your strongest potions.
Good. Are you the one who's requested invisibility?
I am.
I definitely enjoy not being seen sometimes, but you've done the right thing. I think stealth is a great option for clandestine clandestine operations.
Have you seen the potion seller video?
No.
Oof. Oh, I got it like this.
To Rakax, he says, yes, you are the one who requested protection from arrows. Is that true?
No, can I change it? No.
What do you want to change it to?
Can I get invisibility too?
Sure, I guess. He says, "I did brew this specifically for you, but these are a gift. It's a service."
No, I'm
So
sorry. I
don't-
changed my mind again. I am a very fickle.
You want protection
Man.
from arrows?
Yeah, I'll take protection from arrows.
Okay. He says, "I'm more than willing to accommodate. I definitely think that a man of your, Leonin of your bulk would do right by himself by keeping his physique free from arrowheads." He approaches Weirin with a potion of cure moderate wounds, and he says, "I have to admit, it's not often that I find myself making potions of healing, but it's always nice to return to the basics. I saw that you have a rock outside. Is that your bird?
It would be.
Please let me know if she lays any eggs that you might not want. Rock yolk is one of the most important ingredients in one of my favorite poisons of joint rot."
Okay.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
And then as he's handing you your potion, Maragog, he says, "I didn't quite realize, but you're a Kolkari Blackblood, is that correct?"
I used to be.
He pulls out a needle and he says, "Do you mind if I just take a few drops? It's one of the most important ingredients I can find, and it's so rare."
I mean, I really don't spot it. Maybe when we have more time.
He says, fair enough. I don't mean to put you on the spot. If you require anything further, please feel free to get in touch with me. I will have many potions and poisons for anyone who's looking to buy. Farewell."
Oh. Never mind. I'll ask him next time.
Okay. And then to be honest, that's kind of all that I had. Like I said, I didn't want to start this combat without Chucklos.
Yeah.
So do you guys just want to call it early? Is that fine?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
That's
I think
okay.
that I obviously wouldn't want to do it with just a half hour left in the session anyway, and I know you have another place to get to. So, next time, I super hardcore promise there will be combat.
Okay.
It will be your raid on the warehouse and how that that goes down.
I don't think I can believe you anymore. You're basically just.
I know. I'm hardcore baiting all of you guys.
What's gonna happen?
We're not going to be meeting next week, but we will be meeting the week after.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Wait, so it'll be 2 weeks before? Wow, you're really dragging this along.
I really am dragging it out. I'm dragging it so far out. But there's really, whatever, we'll get there. Make sure you note down those potions, because I'm probably going to forget by the time that we get back. But I have everything else.
Did we write the cash down somewhere, like in the notes?
Yeah, the cash is in your rebellion sheet.
So, did we specifically hide the cash in Y6 then, or?
It is specifically hidden in the Long Roads Coffee House. So
the cash, not the secret base. Okay, got it.
Oh, right. Yeah, the secret base, that'll resolve. I'll just have to look up a good
that'll
place.
Be next week.
Should you denote where the caches are, though, by the way?
I will note that down. That's a good call.
This seems good, though. Yes.
Okay.
These all seem to be in order.
Thank you for tuning in, loyal viewers, to Hell's Rebels, and we'll see you in 2 weeks!
In 2 weeks!
Yay! 2 weeks, yay!